For the first 4 years of her life, we treated her like she had asthma. She took all the medications. And then we brought her to a specialist, a pediatric pulmonologist, and within a half an hour got the phone call that said she was positive for cystic fibrosis. All of the mucus on her lungs attracts all the germs that, she breathes in, so it creates lots of lung infections, and she takes probably 25 pills a day just to be able to eat and digest her food properly. She has a vest that pounds on her chest that she has to do for 25 minutes in the morning and at night, and she breathes in salt water at the same time, which produces her to cough. So, you wake up in the morning and the first thing you have to do is go cough and have some machine pound on you. So it's really not so much fun for her. And then when she's sick, it's extra treatment. So it's at least 3 times a day. When we first found out that Abby was able to do Make-A-Wish, we were pretty shocked because we thought it was really for people with a terminal illness. And Abby has a life-threatening illness, so having had this opportunity, it really took her mind off of all of her treatments and everything, because she had so much planning to do for her wish. So the first time that the builders came to our house, they came and they walked along the backyard and found the right tree, and then we came inside and had some lemonade, and Abby brought out all of her library books that she had with different pages flagged with ideas that she liked for the treehouse. There was the basket with the pulley, the tree going right up the center of the house was really important to her. Bunk beds for sure, because she's always wanted bunk beds.
Sometimes I invite friends over and they always want to play in it.
I think the best part about this experience was for that time that we were planning the treehouse, and that was our excitement. That was what all of our days were. We talked about building the treehouse and what it was going to have, and I think at that point Abby felt like she was a normal 7-year-old kid. Our experience with Make-A-Wish has been amazing. Everybody there has been so generous and so caring and really cares about Abby and our whole family. It's just a great organization, and I'm very grateful to everything they've done, and they've made Abby's wish come true. They've made my wish come true, just being able to see how happy she is and having, had that time where she didn't have to think about her medicine. She was planning her treehouse,
Thank you, Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, it was sort of the worst time in any parent's life that you could imagine. I mean, Sierra's always been the healthiest, most vibrant child. She never even got colds, she never got anything, and she hadn't been feeling well for several weeks.
I was at the dance and it was really overwhelming and stuff, and I ended up breaking out in hives, and I thought it was just because, it was my first high school dance and I was really anxious and stuff. But after a while, I started having pain in my back, my lower back.
She hadn't been sleeping well, she was in a lot of pain, and we really thought it was sciatica or something. So the day that we went to the hospital and they did some blood tests, and then we got home and got a call that we needed to come right back to the hospital, that she was at risk for infection, and we had no idea what was going on. And the doctor said, I think that she might have acute leukemia. She kind of inadvertently found out what the diagnosis was before we had had a chance to sit down with her. And she said to me, she said, "Mommy, am I gonna lose my hair?" Because I really love my hair. And that was still one of the hardest moments for me. And the day when my friend came and we had to cut her hair off, and that made it really real.
Your present is certainly eradicated, your past is gone, you can't focus on any of that, but the most chilling part is the annihilation of any thought of future. And that's why having something like Make-A-Wish having some hope to hold on to, a future beyond the four walls of that hospital, is so invaluable to kids who are going through this. We're so grateful to Make-A-Wish, and I think it had a lot to do with her healing journey, just holding on to that glimmer of hope.
They asked Sierra for her top 3 wishes, and you know, she told them Paris. I was sitting there thinking, I don't think that's gonna happen. You know, I'm not saying anything, but I'm thinking, Paris?
That's pretty huge.
And when they came back and said her wish had been approved, I couldn't believe it.
The promise of going to Paris, I can't even explain how like motivating that is and it just puts you in a better mindset, like there will be something else after all of this chaos and craziness. And it allows you to start thinking about what you're gonna do after you get out of the hospital instead of what you're doing now and how awful you may feel.
Everything was brand new to her, and it was just, you know, after the year we had, just seeing that joy on her face was priceless.
The pilot actually like redirected the flight so we could fly like near the Eiffel Tower so I could see it from the plane, which was so exciting. I can't even like think about it without freaking out. Like I just seeing the plane, like Eiffel Tower from the plane, I was like, I can't believe I'm actually here.
I don't know in my lifetime if I'll be able to really adequately thank Make-A-Wish for what they did for our family, but so grateful for the organization, for what it does for families, and for just the quality humans that are a part of Make-A-Wish.
Sierra wants to be a part of Make-A-Wish. She was so moved by the experience that she really wants to help other kids to experience what she got to experience. Just the hope that it gave her